Hello my friend, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to discuss about the frequency distribution of data. So as you can see here, you have the class limit like this: 8 to 12, 13 to 17, 18 to 22, 23 to 27, 28 to 32. So you have 5 classes here. So these are class limits, and as well as you have the frequency. The first class frequency is 3, second class frequency is 5, third class frequency is 15, fourth class frequency is 5, and the last class frequency is 2. So when you have the frequency distribution like this, you can find the class boundaries, midpoints, relative frequency, and the cumulative frequency of each class. So let's look at the class boundary first. So to find the class boundary, as you can see here, the first class limit is 8 to 12. So you see the upper class limit is 12. And if you see the second class, the lower limit is 13. So you have a gap between 12 and 13. So we don't need those gaps. So that's why we define class boundaries. So to remove that gap between 12 and 13, so we are going to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit, and we are going to add 0.5 for the upper limit. So in this case, we are going to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit, and we are going to add 0.5 for the upper limit. Then you will end up with 7.5 and 12.5. So these are the class boundaries. So we are going to do for the same thing for this one. 13 minus 0.5 is 12.5, and 17 plus 0.5 is 17.5. 18 minus 0.5 is 17.5. 22 plus 0.5 is 22.5. So 23 minus 0.5 is 22.5 and 27.5. And then 27.5 and 32.5. So as you can see now, there are no gaps between the upper limit of the first class and the lower limit of the next class, as you can see. So these are the class boundaries, and I'm going to remove this one. Okay. So I'm going to write the first class boundary like this, which is 7.5 to 12.5. So these are your class boundaries. Then to find the midpoint, you have to add the lower class limit and the upper class limit of your class. Okay. So in that case, you have to find for the first class 7.5 plus 12.5 divided by 2. That is your midpoint, which is 0. Divided by 2. So in this case, it is 10. If you want, you can use the class limit. It will give you the same thing. For the second class, midpoint is 13 plus 7, which is 20. 20 divided by this one is 17. Okay. 13 plus 17 divided by 2, which is 30 divided by 2. 15 is your midpoint. So the third class midpoint is 18 plus 22 divided by 2, which is 20. And for the last class, 28 plus 32 divided by 2, which is 60 divided by 2, 30. So now we have the midpoints like this, okay? Now we are going to find the relative frequencies. Relative frequencies we calculate with the total frequency. To get the total frequency, you have to add all the frequencies. 3 plus 5 is 8, like that. So what's the total frequency here? 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20 and 30. So your total frequency is 30. So this is how you calculate the relative frequency. The frequency of the class divided by the total frequency, which is 1 over 10. And the next one is, the next class frequency is 5, total frequency is 30, which is 1 over 6. Third class, the frequency is 15, total frequency is 30. So it is 1/2. Last frequency is 5, total frequency is 30. 5 divided by 30 is 1 over 6. So here 2 divided by 30, which is 1 over 15. So these are the relative frequencies. So if you want, you can convert these relative frequencies into percentage by multiplying 100. Okay, so you can get the percentage relative frequencies. And then let's look at the cumulative frequency. How do you calculate the cumulative? Cumulative means we are adding the frequencies. So for the first class, so it's just 3 because we don't have frequency above this first class, right? It's 0. So 0 plus 3 is 3. And for the second one, so you have to add 3 plus 5, which is 8. So the cumulative frequency for the second class is 8. So here we add 0 plus 3, which is 3, right? And for the third class, we have to add 3 plus 5 plus 15, which is 23. And for the fourth class, 3 plus 5 plus 15 plus 5, which is 28. And for the last class, 3 plus 5 plus 15 plus 5 plus 2, which is 30. So the cumulative frequency for the last class should be equals to the total frequency. Our total frequency is 30 and the cumulative frequency for the last class should be the total frequency. It's 30, right? So this is how you construct the frequency distribution table. And using this, we can construct the histogram. So to construct the histogram, you can use frequency and the class boundaries. So with this, we can construct the histogram, okay? So let's see how to construct the histogram. I'm going to erase the I'm going to erase this. And then, so let's see how to construct the histogram. So I'm going to use class boundaries, which is 7.5, 12.5, 17.5, 22.5, 27.5, and 32.5. So I'm going to use the frequency here. So my y-axis is frequency, and my x-axis is the class boundary, right? So we can draw the histogram for this. So for the first class, 7.5 to 12.5, my frequency is 3. So let's have 5, 10, 15, like this. So my first class boundary is 3. The first class boundary frequency is 3. For the second class boundary, frequency is 5. And for the third one, frequency is 15. And for the fourth one, it is again 5. For the last one, it is just 2. Like this. So this is your histogram. So as you can see, there are no gaps between these bars, right? No gaps because I use the class boundary. To construct the histogram, please use class boundary, then you won't have gaps between these bars. So as you can see, this is the histogram. If you want to draw the polygon, then you have to use the class midpoints. So if you can see, the midpoint of this class is 10. We found it, right? So it's over here. For this one, it's over here. Class midpoints are here. So the frequency of polygon is like, so you start from here. So you have this line graph as your frequency polygon. And you connect these dots like this. So I hope you understand this one. If you have any questions, please comment. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Bye.